Hi, this is Ina, and this is a relatively short video, but I did want to make it, and it deals with the idea of contradictions among the people or a revolutionary's double duty. And as you know, if you've commented on the channel, if you sent me messages, I try to respond when I can. I try and take all suggestions to heart, and I try and be respectful. And for the most part, I really don't care what your differences with me are. I'm willing to debate them out. If you're an anarchist, if you're a Stalinist, if you're Trotskyist, if you're a liberal, or if you're conservatives, I only ask that the comments and suggestions and whatnot be in a respectful manner. If you disagree with me, and that's perfectly fine. I just ask that you show respect, that we don't get into vitriol, name-calling, sectarianism. If you want to extol Stalin to me, that's fine. Just don't start calling me a Trotskyist fascist or something like that. If you're a conservative and you disagree with me, don't call me names, because I'm just going to block you. I'm just going to eliminate your comments, because that's not what this channel is about. This channel is a place to talk about current events, to talk about politics, and I'm a Marxist. I make no apologies for that. In fact, I'm quite proud of that. And if you disagree with me, that's fine, again. But the comments will be respectful here, and this is your warning. And it goes back to what's come up from two thinkers I very much admire. Victor Serge said a revolutionary has a double duty: to combat the external enemies of the revolution, the counter-revolutionaries. He also spoke of the internal enemies of the revolution that we need to combat: intolerance, bureaucracy. And in a sense, that's what I'm referring to. This intolerance, I want to engage in respectful dialogue with those who are willing to, no matter what you are. And you should know, if you're an anarchist or whatnot, I will talk to you. I'm not going to get into name-calling and calling you petty bourgeois or whatever. And Mao Zedong talked about contradictions among the people and contradictions among the enemy. And among the people, the contradictions are non-antagonistic. We're not going to pull out our swords, as it were, and slice each other to bits among the people. We're gonna have struggle. We're gonna talk things over, see what we can unite on, and we'll continue to struggle with their differences. But it's a process of unity, struggle, unity, and it pretty much goes on. And of course, there are contradictions among the enemy, and this doesn't necessarily also mean pulling out our swords, but trying to win over people, trying to get people to come to our side. For instance, a great example is, I'm not a fan of militarism, not a fan of the U.S. military, as it were. But I do make a sharp distinction between, say, the generals and the soldiers on the ground. And I do very much believe that a lot of these soldiers have no say in policy, and that they can be won to revolutionary ideas. And that's kind of the idea here. I'm gonna try and win people over through argument, debate. And this is pretty much going to be the first and last warning on this. If you don't like me, fine. If you disagree with me, fine. But be respectful in your comments. If you start getting into name calling and vitriol, I'm just going to delete your comments. Until next time.